Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Duplex Build to Rent. My name is Juan Cristales. We are building brand new ground up duplexes in Texas. If that's something that interests you, that you want to learn about, this is the place to do it. We're doing everything from scratch. It is awesome. We've been doing new construction for about 5 years, and I am tired of doing fix and flips. And this is why I'm showing you guys what we're doing here. So check this out. We are now at the stage where we're doing MEP rough-ins. The MEP is going to be the mechanical, the electrical, and the plumbing. This is going to be at 104 runnels. So at this point, what we have is the plumber is past the inspection for both sides. So that's already completed. So now we have the air conditioning guy and the electrician that need to pass their inspections. The challenge is that the electrician cannot complete or pass his inspection until the air conditioning guy has done his portion. So if you see here, basically these guys are putting all this stuff together, and we are at the stage right now. This is yesterday, last couple of days. This is what we've been doing. Tomorrow, Thursday, September 11th, we're going to be passing or standing the air conditioning inspection. So check this out. One of the things I wanted to point out to you guys is for providing material is that these guys, this type of plywood that's here is not going to be the same type of plywood that you have on the walls. The type of plywood that we have here on the walls is going to be a 1/2 inch plywood. The stuff that's going to be on the platform so that people can walk on it, has the machine and the furnace on it, is going to be a 3/4 inch, which is a much thicker plywood piece. So let me show you guys a couple of videos here so you guys can see kind of what we're talking about. And let's get into it here this way so you guys can see what's up. So these are a ton of things that these guys are working on. Look at this, just they're kind of organizing everything. One of the things that I like to do whenever I go there is I go over there to make sure that they have a copy of the sets of plans and how everything's going to be going. Mostly because I want to make sure that there is no misunderstanding. The plans that you should do, especially when you're dealing with the city, is a set of plans that's going to tell you exactly the width, the dimension, the type of tube that needs to be going through in every time. This has already been thought out. And quite frankly, the air conditioning guys should not have to put in a bunch of thought process into figuring out or configuring how they're going to be doing this, because we have a set of blueprints, the set of builder plans. That's exactly the purpose of it. So they should just follow that. Okay, let me show you another video here. I'm a little bit crazy, guys. I know. I'm gonna go up on the up in the roof and kind of just show you guys this stuff. Let me see this one. Let's see. So let's do this one first. So one of the things that these guys do is they put this black tar stuff. It dries, and they do it so that it just completely seals it, so there's no gaps and airs and stuff like that getting in and out. As part of the inspection, this is something that they do as well, is that they separate the two so that they're not touching with another piece of insulation. Again, this is just trade craft. That's what these guys know how to do. This is their responsibility. You don't need to know this per se. But that's what these guys are doing here to make sure that that's all taken care of. One of the things I wanted to show you guys that is part of the air conditioning that most people don't know about is going to be the microwave vent, right? Because that sucks out air. And then also the dryer vent. So that's going to be their responsibility as well. So you see how they've got this going on there? That's the responsibility of the air conditioning guy, along with the extractor. So this one here, if you can see it, that one right there. So anytime that you have a wet area, again, this is already in your plans. You don't need to think about this. You don't need to know it. I'm just giving you extra information, pointing out certain things that are just part of the process anyway, so that you guys can understand how this all comes together. Inside of any wet area, which means a lot, the utility room, right? The laundry room, the bathrooms, that kind of stuff. You have to have an extractor to take out moisture, right? So when you're taking a super hot shower or you're washing clothes and it's super, super hot water, you're sucking out that extra moisture there with that extractor, okay? That's the purpose of that. You have to have one of those inside of the utility room. That is by code. There's the clean water, the red for the hot water, the blue for the cold water. There's the return for the air conditioning, that big one. me show it to you guys one more time. See that big one right there? That's the air return. That's where the filter goes. It's where the air gets sucked in, goes to the coils, and then it gets blown back out into the rooms. There's the extractor in the bathroom, and you have one in the master closet, walk-in the master closet bathroom. And then again, look, I just wanted to point this out to you guys so you could see it here real quick. This is exactly what the plan shows, and that's what these guys need to be following. So you see the 8, the 10, the dimensions and stuff like that. You see 8 by 4 by 4 here, 12 by 6 by 6. It's just giving them like, look, this is don't even think about it. This is the type that I need you to have in this thing for that purpose. So it's very, very simple for these guys. You see how there's a 14 right here? I don't know if you guys can see my, right there. That is where the return is going to be going. Anyways, let me play this go. So keep on going. All right, so this is basically looking at it from the bottom up. I'm going to show you guys a quick video. This is the other one on the other side. I'm going to show you guys a quick video of me actually up top in the attic space. All right, so now I'm a little bit of a wild man, right? So I have to get up there and just check everything out. And why? Because I want these guys to know that it's not like I'm just going to like willy-nilly just write checks or whatever. Just, hey, okay, cool, everything looks awesome. No, even though I may not know exactly what I'm looking at because I'm not a master licensed air conditioning guy. I'm not a master licensed electrician. I'm not a master licensed plumber. I don't have that, and I don't want to have that. But I want to look at all this stuff thoroughly so that if I see something that just doesn't seem right, I'm going to ask him like, hey, what's going on here? And that's really all you have to say is like, hey, what's going on here? Right? And so you ask the question and they're going to explain to you, oh, okay, that's that. Oh, yeah, we didn't notice that, or whatever the case is, right? But you're asking questions to the experts. This here that I have here is just a platform for the water heater, okay? So you have these pieces of wood here. I want to get rid of this water bottle, and I actually did because, you know, that stuff like that gets left in the attic, and you go up there 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, 7 years later, and it's still going to be there. So this is the electrician's line for the water heater, and this is the wastewater, not wastewater, so the water heater, in case it blows up or has an issue, it has to have some way to drain out of the house. So everything is looking good. Guys, that is all the updates that we have right now for the 104 Runnels property. We're going to be standing inspection on this one for tomorrow for both sides. Remember, it's a duplex. Each unit has its own independent inspection. Each unit has its own independent permit. And so we have to have standalone systems for each one. And so we have to stand technically 2 inspections every single time we do this stuff. All right, guys, that's all the stuff I got for you today. Thanks so much for watching. I will talk to you soon.